Alexander Isak transfer blocked. Liverpool suffers huge blow after Luis Diaz joins. Aaron Alexander Isak's long-anticipated transfer to Liverpool has taken a devastating turn. The Swedish striker, widely seen as Liverpool's top target following Luis Diaz's confirmed move to Bayern Munich, has been told he will not be leaving Newcastle United this summer, despite personal terms already being agreed. It's the kind of sudden reversal that leaves a fan base reeling, especially with emotions still raw from Luis Diaz's farewell and the tragic loss of Diogo Jota. Liverpool's transfer strategy, once looking sharp and full of promise, is suddenly facing major uncertainty. Let's begin with the biggest confirmed development. Luis Diaz is no longer a Liverpool player. After months of speculation, the Colombian winger has completed a blockbuster $65.5 million transfer to Bayern Munich. The deal ends his Anfield journey after more than 3 memorable years, during which Diaz dazzled fans with flair, energy, and goals. Playing a crucial role in Liverpool's recent Premier League title win in May, Diaz joined the Reds from FC Porto and quickly became one of the club's most beloved attacking stars. What makes this exit even more emotional is that Diaz's goodbye came amid a period of deep mourning at the club following the sudden death of teammate Diogo Jota. In his farewell statement, Luis Diaz did not shy away from addressing the tragedy. "It would have been the perfect goodbye if we hadn't lost one of ours," Diaz wrote. "I will never forget him. We will never forget him. Thank you for everything." He added, 3.5 years that I'll treasure forever. "I arrived with all the dreams in the world, and I'm leaving proud of everything we achieved together. I met incredible people, fabulous colleagues, and extraordinary fans. Liverpool is indeed a special team, and I will keep everyone in my heart." Reactions poured in from across the squad. Alexis Mac Allister, visibly moved, said, "Dropped another tear today." Captain Virgil van Dijk and teammate Dominic Szoboszlai left heartfelt comments under Diaz's post. There's no doubt that Diaz's departure left a hole both tactically and emotionally in the squad. And it wasn't the only one. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Calvin Callagher have also left the club in recent weeks, adding to a growing list of departures that Liverpool must now urgently address. With Diaz gone, the focus shifted to his successor, and all eyes turned toward Alexander Isak. Liverpool had made their intentions clear. Isak was the one. The 25-year-old Newcastle striker had emerged as one of the Premier League's most complete forwards. Over the last season, he scored 27 goals in all competitions and was praised for not just his scoring, but his ball progression, creativity, and intelligence. Analyst Rog Chowan even went as far as to call him the most complete striker in Europe. After a standout 2024-25 season, Liverpool's scouts were convinced Jurgen Klopp may have departed, but the club's ambitions hadn't shrunk. Under Arne Slot, Liverpool were prepared to go big again. They had already broken the British transfer record to sign Florian Wirtz for £116 million. Now they were ready to go higher. Reports confirmed that Liverpool had agreed personal terms with Isak and had made an official bid to Newcastle. Everything looked ready. Fans were buzzing. Social media exploded with anticipation. Then came the twist. Newcastle United's owners, backed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, held firm. Despite Isak's desire to join Liverpool, despite the Reds meeting the forward's valuation, the Magpies informed the striker that he would not be leaving this summer. The decision was made following internal meetings, involving manager Eddie Howe and club executives. Newcastle do not face any pressure to sell. Their financial situation is healthy, and they are under no profit and sustainability rules (PSR) stress. Selling Isak, even for record-breaking money, is not a necessity. In a firm statement to the players' representatives, Newcastle said Isak is non-transferable this window. The Swedish striker, who had hoped to make the move to Anfield, has reportedly been left devastated, but is now expected to remain at St James' Park at least for one more season. The fallout at Liverpool was immediate. With Diaz gone, and Isak now off the table, questions swirl over who will lead the line. Darwin Núñez was once touted as the club's future No. 9. But under Arne Slot, he has struggled to lock down a guaranteed starting role. Núñez has been linked with a move away from Anfield, with interest from Napoli and several Saudi Arabian clubs. However, no formal offers have materialized, and Liverpool's stance remains unclear. The Reds have already brought in young forward Hugo Ekitike this summer. While the former PSG prospect is talented, he is not seen as a ready-made replacement for either Diaz or Isak. Liverpool's attacking plans, once so ambitious, are now being re-evaluated. Behind the scenes, there is talk of Liverpool exploring alternatives from Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic to Real Madrid's Rodrigo, but the reality is this: Isak was plan A, B, and C. He was the perfect blend of youth, proven Premier League experience, and versatility. His value, both statistically and symbolically, is hard to replicate. It's worth revisiting just how valuable Isak has been over the past few seasons. His FBR-ATE data puts him among Europe's elite in several categories: top 5% for progressive carry stop, 10% for shot creating, action top, 10% for successful dribbles, top 5%. For non-penalty goals, he's also earning just $120,000 per week, a figure that represents tremendous value for a player of his caliber. Liverpool saw him as the natural heir to Mohamed Salah, who at 33 years old is approaching the final phase of his career. Salah, though still immensely productive, with 57 goal contributions last season, cannot be expected to carry the attack indefinitely. Isak was the future. He was supposed to be the torchbearer. Now, Liverpool must turn that torch elsewhere. Meanwhile, the emotional gravity at the club remains palpable. The loss of Diogo Jota, killed in a tragic car crash alongside his brother Andre Silva, still lingers over every corner of the AXA training centre. Jota was more than just a teammate. He was a brother to many. His name is spoken in hushed tones. His jersey, still hanging in the dressing room, serves as a daily reminder of how fragile life can be. Luis Diaz referenced this loss in his goodbye, saying, "There were ups and downs, but there was always truth." As it should be, in a family. Liverpool feels more like a family now than ever before, and like any family, they are hurting. In Japan, Liverpool continued their pre-season tour, but even their complications arose. Promising winger Ben Doak missed the match against F. Marinos due to a visa issue. The 19-year-old had traveled with the squad and participated in training sessions. But journalist Lewis Steele reported that Doak had entered the country on a general tourist visa. That category does not allow athletes to participate in competitive matches, even friendlies. It was an unfortunate oversight that prevented Doak from gaining valuable minutes. But the club is hopeful he will feature in the upcoming home friendly against Athletic Club on August 4th. Doak's future is another subplot to monitor. The Scottish winger impressed on loan at Middlesbrough last season and has attracted interest from several Premier League sides, including local rivals Everton. However, Liverpool's valuation of £25 million is likely to keep many suitors at bay. As pre-season enters its final phase, Arne Slot faces a growing list of tactical and personnel challenges. He's already had to rebuild from Jurgen Klopp's emotional exit, manage squad transitions, deal with grief, and now navigate a turbulent transfer window. The upcoming season promises to be one of the most emotional and unpredictable in Liverpool's recent history. The club is still processing the loss of one of its brightest stars in Diogo Jota. It's saying farewell to a fan favourite in Luis Diaz, and now it's facing a serious setback in its pursuit of the striker it believed would lead them into a new era. But this is Liverpool, a club that has defied odds before, a club that turns pain into passion and setbacks into comebacks. The spirit of Anfield has been tested, and it will be again. And while Alexander Isak might not walk through the doors this summer, the mission remains unchanged. Fight for every trophy, honor the memories of those no longer here, and give fans something to believe in. Because, through all the heartbreak and frustration, one truth endures: you'll never walk alone.